If you've ever watched videos or read books or whatever about being more productive, they generally say a lot of the same things. They say, wake up early. They say, make your bed. My bed is unmade. They say to journal, whether that's being like journal about things you're grateful for or the things that you want to accomplish, or, short-term, long-term goals, whatever it is. They'll say to drink water first thing in the morning, all sorts of things, all sorts of little habits that build up. And they say, if you can't do that, then you can't be productive and then it's your fault. And I used to listen to that message a lot because what else was I supposed to listen to? That's what I've been told my entire life. And this message is everywhere. If you are not productive, if you are not focused, if you are not disciplined, it's because you are sleeping in too late, or you are spending too much time on your phone, or you are watching too many movies and not reading enough books, you are eating too much candy. All of these messages that really have a nice little bow on top that says you suck as a human being and it's your fault. And these productivity hacks, they're just as convenient to tell ourselves as, I can't accomplish this because I'm too stupid, or I'm too lazy, or I can't stop procrastinating, or, just something that's wrong with you that makes it you don't have to try to do a thing because you've already told yourself, I can't, it's impossible for me. It really ties everything together. So instead of feeling able to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish and feeling motivated and empowered and confident in ourselves, we're just stuck. And I hate when I see people say this stuff. So on the other hand, I am a healthy, productive, positive person, and I don't do any of those things. I don't make my bed in the morning. I don't wake up early. I don't read as much as I would like to. I don't journal. I can't. I've tried. Journaling doesn't work for me. But the point being is that none of these hacks have actually helped me to be productive. Actually, they've made me less productive because first thing in the morning, if I decide that I want to wake up at 5 a.m. to have the most productive day of my life, my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. And then because I'm half asleep and not really paying attention, I turn off the alarm. And it's not really a conscious thing. It's just my brain is tired and it wants more sleep. So when I do eventually wake up, I look at the time and realize that I slept past this 5 o'clock hour. And so the rest of the day is just gone, right? Because you were supposed to have 2 hours to make your bed, clean your room, do your skincare, eat a healthy, light breakfast, get some exercise, set your intentions for the day, all that stuff. And if you don't get up at 5 a.m., then you can't do any of those things. So you just have to give up on the entire day, which becomes a horrible cycle of, well, I woke up and now I'm disappointed in myself and I don't have any opportunities to do any of the things that I wanted to do to be a better, more productive person because I accidentally turned my alarm off. So if you've tried these tips and they make you feel like crap about yourself. They make you feel like you can't be productive, you can't be good enough, there's something wrong with you. I have a new message for you. I don't know why those particular hacks are what everybody says and what is kind of implied by society, that if you do these things and you're a good, healthy human being. But that's not always the case. And I find this a lot, especially with neurodivergent people. These little habits of everyday life can be really, really difficult. Instead of acknowledging that and giving ourselves grace and learning how to work around our brains and how our brains work, we just feel bad that our brains don't work like they're supposed to, or the world tells us our brains are supposed to work. And that's the big thing that really changed my ability to be productive and live a happy, healthy life and do all the things that I want to do, is I stopped trying to fit myself into the box that everybody wanted me to put myself into. All of these influencer vlogs and self-help books and all these things that all told me the same thing, and it never worked. I realized that I was ignoring my brain, ignoring what my brain and my body were telling me to do, because that's not right. That's what everybody says, that what my brain, what my body want are wrong. And in fact, I have to change what my brain and what my body want so that I can Like I can basically force myself to do these things. And it is so difficult, and it really does not have to be that difficult, because once I start listening to my brain, listening to my energy levels, listening to, what I enjoy, listening to just whatever kind of strategies and habits and routines end up just kind of sinking into my brain and really working, that's when I started being able to do the things that I wanted to do. And I could do it in a way that was consistent and like worked as a, neurotypical person, or like all of these influencers. I've kind of learned to mimic that. And it's not even mimicking that, it's just doing it in a way that's not how they say I should do it. So while I don't subscribe to these, really common recommendations, I do have a lot of personal rules that I set for myself. And every time I break these rules, I relearn again why I have those rules set in place. For example, the first big rule that I set for myself is that I have quiet, slow mornings. And for my general cycle, my routine, my days, it generally means I don't start doing things until like 11 o'clock in the morning. But it's not dependent necessarily on the time. If I wake up at 3 in the afternoon, doesn't really happen, but if I were in that position that waking up at 3 in the afternoon is what my brain and my body needed, then I am not allowed to be productive, because I know that I need to wake up slowly. I need to wake up calmly. And if I am rushed first thing in the morning, then I'm going to be stressed. And even if I am rushed for like an hour first thing in the morning and the rest of the day is relaxed, I will not relax. I will hold on to that stress. I know this about myself. So that's why one of the things that I do is I have a personal rule. I'm not allowed to do things first thing in the morning, which also means I do not set appointments for first thing in the morning unless I absolutely have to. I don't schedule any meetings. I don't set any expectations for first thing in the morning. And if I have to, if it's absolutely necessary, that is a day off for me. I don't have any expectations for myself that day. I'm not working that day. I am taking the day to myself and doing whatever it is that I need to do. Another big personal rule that I have for myself is to find the simplest ways to accomplish something that I can. So like laundry, for example. People generally hate to fold clothes. I do too. I don't like folding clothes. The stress and the guilt and the frustration of why can't I just fold this cloth and put it in a drawer in my closet or whatever. I have not folded clothes for years. I don't do it anymore. And it makes laundry so much more convenient because everything goes on hangers. Everything has a hanger. And I just put the thing on the hanger and I hang it up and then I'm done. I don't have to worry about folding, creases, making sure things don't fall out of drawers, because everything is on a hanger. And just like, there's no reason why you need to fold clothes if it doesn't work. Like there's no law, there's no rule for this kind of thing. The rules that we're told growing up, like either those are rules that worked for our parents or, other authority figures, or they're just pointless tradition. I don't have any dressers. All I have is a closet that you hang up stuff and everything is hung up. I can see everything. It's very easy to pull clothes off, put them on, put the hanger back, and it just keeps everything simple. My general approach to life at this point is to listen to what my body is telling me, listen to what my brain is telling me. And yes, I will acknowledge that there is a lot of privilege in that I am able to rest when my body's telling me that I need to rest. Totally recognize that that is a privilege that not everybody has. But if you are working within your own limitations of privilege, I really suggest that you think about the boundary between what you need to do and what your body and brain are asking of you. And it takes time. It's not going to be something that it's not a switch that flips overnight. It takes something. It takes effort. It takes a lot of self-awareness and just putting your best effort forward. And it's not always easy. It's a new skill. Like any new skill, it takes some time to master. So be patient with yourself. So that's all I really had to say about this topic. This is a different kind of video for me. So if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comment section below. And if you didn't, tell me in the comment section, give me feedback. Because if this is helpful to some people, I'll totally do more of them. But if it's not, then I won't. And there's no other way for me to know I am talking too much.